Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. A three ball. Alexander grabs the board. Smith outside. Pass to Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dozier. Here's Poirier.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Here's Larkin. Good, and the nice assist from Willis. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Here's Dozier. Pass to Larkin. First quarter, just over a minute played. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Brown outside. Cuts off the pass.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. Charalampopoulos off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Larkin. Kicks it out to Bryant. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's perfect from the line this time. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Larkin looking it over. Pass to Bryant. Shoots the 3. Drops in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Smith outside. Here's Alexander. He's covered by Willis.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Here's Larkin. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Poirier. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And here is Brown. They swipe it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And that one falls for Larkin. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Home team on D. No good on the quick three. Here's Dozier. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Here's Hanlon. Charalampopoulos drills it from outside. He's got 7. Here's Larkin. He has 5. Pass to Bryant from deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Three-pointer on the way. To the left wing. Here's Hanlon. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Larkin. Back to Bryant. Here's Larkin. Here's Poirier. And the baseline jumper, no good. There's a screen to the left side wing. Takes the 3. Bryant with the rebound. Pass to Dozier. Down low. Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Thompson. 20 feet out. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. There's 1:59 left to play here in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the second. And it's blocked. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Smith outside. Shot from the wing. Count it. Thompson with it. To the inside. Here's Nora. Lays it up off the glass.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Alexander. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Brown. And here's the break. Beaubois for three. "36 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pick. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Beaubois. Over to the left wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Out to the wing. Inside. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Fires the three. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Up by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Oturu with the rebound. Pass to Nora. Now Thompson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock.
And really, they're going to have to figure out a different way to attack this defense. They're not getting many good looks at all. Their field goal percentage is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Good on the triple.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
Brown misses from short range. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 7.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So it's the visitors now, trailing by 17.
Yeah, easy call.
The free throw drops for Smith. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. Beaubois outside. And taken away by Brown. Out left to the wing. Intercepted. Here's Thompson into the lane. Chalk up 2 there. 9 points in the game so far.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
They set the pick. On the top of the key, it's hauled in by Brown.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Thompson with it, picked up by Brown. Here's Nora. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Smith, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Thompson. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
To the paint. Picked away. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Bobois can't get it to go. Missed inside.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's the 3. Here's Alexander. No good with the layup. Thompson inside the line. Out to Bobois.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Hanlon. It's rebounded by Dozier. Here's Larkin. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. Bryant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take
it. Here's Larkin. He has 5. Bryant left side. Pass to Poirier. Here's Dozier. Here's Larkin. Outside Bryant. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Dozier's got 5.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
And here's Bryant for 3. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Smith, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
To the wing right side. On the wing, Brown. Shot clock at 6. Smith outside. Off target from outside. Here's Larkin. He has 5. Pass to Dozier. Here's Poirier. The second chance effort. And the layup is good.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Smith outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Second free throw, no good. Throws it up high.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Pass to Alexander. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Bryant. Now Willis. Ball stolen. Here's Alexander. That's tipped. Here's Larkin. It could go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Hanlon. To the left side wing. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. From the inbound, Hanlon with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Dozier. Here's Poirier. Here's Larkin. Good on the bucket. Larkin's got 10. Here's Hanlon. Pass to Alexander. It's rebounded by Dozier.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's the screen. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Alexander. It's stolen by Willis. And they're on the break. Here's Dozier. Offline with his three. Here's Hanlon. Over to the left wing. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Larkin. He's got 10. Bryant's shot is good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Lets it go with a three. Doesn't go for him.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Outside, Willis. Pass to Larkin. Three-pointer. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Alexander. It's picked off. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Dozier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Hanlon to the middle. There's the steal. From deep, Bryant. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Misses in close.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Pass to Hanlon. Inside to stop the run. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And in terms of size, not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Larkin. He's got 13. Fires at the elbow. The shot misses. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment is a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. It's blocked.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Poirier. Here's Larkin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. The second effort. Takes a 3. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Smith. He's got 5. Boba pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. It's stolen by Boba. The tray. No good on that one. Brown inside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 9. Boba right side. And the 3 off target.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Now here's Brown. Smith outside. Clock at 6. The 3. Oturu with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Bobo outside. To the inside. There's the triple. No good there. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Brown. There's the drive. And the layup falls. 7 points in the game. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Thompson with it. He's got 9. Pass to Oturu. Here's Nwora. Over Brown. Nwora can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now Thompson. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Bobois can't get it to go.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
And it's Smith missing. And it's time for an injury report.
And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. Well, you hate suffering injuries any time of the year, but it's especially impactful this early on. A tough break. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Nwora. Pass to Oturu. They set the pick. Thompson for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Thompson. Looking to get it going. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Larkin. Jacks up a three. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
That gives him his 2nd 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Charalampopoulos. No good, unable to end this run. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Dozier. 6 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Beaubois. And the shot goes down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Here's Hanlon. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Larkin. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Pass to Alexander. 5 on the clock. They've put up quite a few unanswered points.
Yeah, and you know, clearly they have hit on something that is working for this team.
Willis up top. Here's Larkin to the paint. A nice shot by Poirier.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And here's Smith. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
He lobs it up.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Brown. Fires from way outside. The shot missing. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Poked loose. To the left wing. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Here's Larkin. Rebound by Smith. .40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Here's Larkin. Puts up a deep three. That shot is off. From deep three-point territory. Bryant with the rebound.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Here's Larkin. And so they get the victory here at home. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up.